Welcome to Penrose Learning, where we make understanding easy.
You start by powering the console and preparing the cable. Use a USB-C data cable because it carries both power and input signals. Cheap charge-only leads won't register. Once done, plug the cable into the controller first so the controller recognizes a host, then insert the other end into the switch dock or the console's USB-C port. Make sure the switch is awake, otherwise it may not detect peripherals. This first action establishes the physical link needed for wired control. You now confirm the system recognizes the wired controller. Navigate to Controllers, then change grip/order so the console searches for inputs. This forces detection. Observe the controller's LED. If it flashes or locks to a position, the switch sees it. If the controller remains unresponsive, make sure the cable is fully seated and restart the console. Sometimes the USB handshake fails until a reboot. Also check controller firmware via system updates when available, since software can affect wired compatibility. You finish by verifying every button and stick responds. Load a game or the controller test screen and press each control to confirm mapping and latency are normal. If something is off, swap to a known good USB-C data cable because the cable is the most common failure. Make sure the controller's battery isn't interfering. Some wired connections still require enough charge. If problems persist, connect the controller to another switch or a PC to isolate whether the controller or the console is at fault. That single test often solves the mystery.
Thanks for watching. If this was helpful, leave a like and consider subscribing. See you next time.